Can't hear you at all.
Oh, there we go. I must have run my finger over it.
I've done a little bit, please, Connor.
Hi all, hope you enjoy.
You know roughly where you are?
Second. Yeah, I'm literally the very bottom right hand corner of the main map. So it's like, what are we? Between and on the border of N and 07, I think it is. Right where those little ruins are, next to the big ships.
Want to make your way up along the coast towards O10.
Yep.
Good evening, chaps.
I'll meet you up here. I just ran along a little bit from that.
Mickey, good evening. How are you? Right, I'm just running up the far right hand side there.
Nope.
I'm good, thanks.
That's good to know. Yeah, a bit of a test one now tonight with this new microphone. I don't know if it's too loud for people or too quiet. Do let me know. Keep getting confused with this Black Knight armor.
Sounds clearer.
Ah, that's cool. That's good to know. Confusing how this flipping Black Knight armor looks a bit like Silent Legion apart from the headpiece. Weird.
Yeah, it's like the Silent Legion with the Executioner's hood.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's got a little hut on the Scavenger's Crest. Never was a fairly new because it's still sandstone.
You're not at my old base, are you?
Yeah, I think
all my
so.
stuff over.
Yeah,
Is it
kind of in
Flotsam Roof?
08 at the minute. It's a little thing on the grass. Yeah, no, it's the... Is it Flotsam? It's a little triangular roof, like on the grass just above the beach. I say triangular, I mean it's not triangular. It's thatch I think they've used.
Yeah, attached with the Flotsam roof caps.
Oh yeah. There's still here
yeah, that's fine.
crafters and stuff clunking away in there.
Yeah, that's my old base. I haven't got the...
right down on the sand. Ah, right.
It's right next to... Well, it's just above the sand.
Yeah, on the green, just above the sand. Yeah.
Which end is the coffin, yours or Will?
Will's end, I think, yeah. That's not me.
What's that?
It was just saying which end's the coffin, is that your end or Will's end?
That's my boy's battling of our own infection.
Yeah, bad. Horrible then.
Yep, you've been off school all week with it.
Yeah. Right, I've just come under that stone archway on the beach bit. Yeah, dog. Come down if you're coming to get me. Come on then. Donk.
The other one going to come as well? No.
Don't think so. I think it was him that growled and he can't make his mind up there, so I think he's staying up there.
He's got brains.
Yeah. I was doing that earlier with leveling Delancey a little bit. I was saying, a sorcerer ran up to hit me and said, I wouldn't if I were you. And they still did it, so she ran up and cracked him one with the flipping Great Sword of the Grey Ones. I told you. Yeah, she's pretty good with that. Great Sword of the Grey Ones.
Yeah, she seems to be a lot better with the sword than what she is with mace.
Yeah, I suppose it depends on what she's levelled in more with the strength type stuff, but yeah, she's pretty good when she gets the combo going with the two-hander, definitely. She's funny with a hammer when you give her that though. She stands there kicking people. It's funny.
Have you tested the brood to see if it's nerfed?
No, it won't have been nerfed as yet, because obviously the nerf is something that's coming in chapter 3. That's something the devs didn't talk about, and of course it was Whack that mentioned it in the video, so he must have either found it somewhere in the notes or something, or he's looked at it on Test Live and discovered it, that it's been chopped in half. Julius, good evening. Hope you're good.
Yeah, I believe it's the 14th of December.
Yep, that's when it's scheduled to release.
Yeah, I was watching Annabriella last night.
Yeah. I mean, chapter 2 came out on time, so fingers crossed chapter 3 does the same.
Julius.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. But famous last words, as they say.
Yeah, Funcom being Funcom.
It wouldn't be fun without the com.
Mundi, how's it going?
Right.
Tell you that this robot lady that announces these things for me, I like the way she shouldn't say hi Mickey when she says Mickey. It gets it very posh. It's how she translates it out to me when she's reading it out. It's funny. Like Mickey.
Good thanks, you.
But yeah, looking forward to the new tavern. Getting one of those, building a tavern somewhere and then putting that down and trying to get the bar person out of the purge. That'll be fun. Wack reckons as well it'll be the higher tier purges that you'll have to do to have a chance of getting them. So you're talking level 8 upwards there, I would say. He didn't know for definite, but that's what he's reckoning. It'll be the higher level ones.
See if she says it right if I spell it Mickey.
Yeah. Oh, dog chasing it. He thinks he's a flipping saber-tooth, that guy. He flipping jumped off the cliff at here.
Yeah, have it.
Crazy. Oh dear.
That would have been Mickey's favourite last words. Famous
Yeah.
last word.
Have it. Yeah. So have you seen any of what they've said for chapter 3 yet, Julius? If you have, what do you think?
Of it. Hello, hello.
Smoku, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time it is
I
for
heard
you.
about the brood nerf.
Oh, I
How are you
know.
all doing?
Yeah,
Hi,
that's...
Smokers. Hi, Smokers.
I lost you for a second, then I was reading my chat. Should be near you somewhere, I think.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Follow the dead
Just going a
animals.
bit quieter, and I just heard that. "Rah!" And I was like, oh yeah, I know where he is. Yeah, the bird
There's the
pecking
ledge
at you.
here.
Yep. Yeah, we're doing all right. Sorry to answer your question. We're back at it with a bit of our SIPTA again. And I know you guys haven't seen since last time when you saw the base that we originally built. They've actually changed things up a little bit now, and it looks a little bit different. But rather than show you that first, I thought we'd keep it for a little bit later on. Keep it as a nice surprise, because I have been busy off camera, changing a few things and updating a few things, just to kind of get us going properly. Have I got my torch on my help bar? No, I haven't.
I don't think I've even brought mine with me.
Give me 1 second. There we go. And we can all see what's happening. So yeah, I hope everybody's had a good week. Hope you've not been...
Dark SIPTA gets.
Oh yeah, it definitely gets dark on here.
Too dark.
Yeah.
Evening, folks.
Oh, that's a name there.
Angar, good evening, sir. Nice to see you.
Oh, there's Deirdre Deathbringer.
Typical.
Uh,
I have got truncheon and stuff on me, but
yeah,
Hello.
we'll run straight through.
always
The back
happens,
bottom.
doesn't it? Yeah. Always happens that you don't come looking for people, they're already there. When you're not friend hunting, they're there, and when you are, they're not. It's just typical.
I don't know, she's not very friendly.
Yeah, she doesn't sound it at the minute, does she? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a cliff.
Quite a grab on. Hope you're well, Angar, nice to see you. Hope you've had a good week.
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law. Yeah, for those who don't know, obviously we mentioned we're testing out the new microphone tonight, so it may sound a little bit different, hopefully, and hopefully a bit better quality.
Be a lot of people upset about the brute nerf.
Oh yeah. The fact that they're slashing it in half as well, not just a little nerf, they're chopping them right back in half again. That's a heck of a drop. I think it's a bit hurtful to the Defari, to be honest. A little bit of a nerf I would have expected, but yeah. Chop clean in half is a bit of a drop.
Yeah, got to grab me some popcorn for all the drama.
Yeah, get the popcorn, get the drinks.
Back to Delincia then, lol.
Well, I don't know about back to Delincia, I've always still been using mine anyway, but I know what you mean. Yeah, I think they'll be...
I never left her.
I think it'll be a case, unfortunately, of any brutes that I have when they do unfortunately get killed in battle that won't be recruiting any new ones. Unfortunately.
You could always just turn them into an undead army.
That's
My
true,
son
yeah.
Alex also says the mic is better quality.
That's good. Good. I'm not using my old headset microphone that I was originally using. Actually using a proper microphone now.
Flashing the cash.
Well, it's only a budget one, it's not exactly... It wasn't
Yeah.
too
You've got to
expensive,
move forward
fortunately,
with the
but...
time, so haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. So I lost you again for a second there because of hyenas.
Around the front edge of that
Yeah,
cliff,
now that you mention it, you do sound better.
right next to the river.
That's good, that's good. It's got a couple of different modes on it, so I kind of just want to play between the two and figure
Right,
out
come left.
which mode works out the best, really. One of them does give quite a background echo, and I was testing it with the missus earlier. She was saying that this particular mode I've got it on now seemed to sound the best without too much background noise or anything. But, let's see how it goes.
Thought it was my ears were clean.
You thought your ears were clean. Oh dear.
Press C, press 2. Not very nice.
I know, so I'll sneak up behind you then. Just minding your own business and they sneak up behind you.
Left my gravedigger back at base. It's not like me.
You will have to give me some details on that mic later.
Yeah, no problem. Absolutely. Another mic. Well, it's a mic with a C, not a K. Right, do we still need that? Yeah, a few minutes. So yeah, let's what are people, apart from the negative with the brute then, what are things that people are looking forward to the most with the update? Of what they've seen, what they're looking forward to trying, or whether it's new cosmetics or new items. I'm looking forward to the tavern that we can now place as well, which will hopefully, if it works, like they're saying it's going to do.
For the translator, not sure how she says Mike.
I hope so.
The pub.
Yeah, the pub. That's the one. The pub.
Flying camel.
Yeah. Oh, and the flying camel. Yeah. Yeah. Hope we sort that bug out before release. So that won't be very good, will it?
Lowlangar. The pub, yay.
But very cool as well with that you can build your actual build however you want to build it, but obviously then place that bar within it, and then you've got to rescue the person from the purge as well.
I just came around the front side of that. See me?
You're on the beach up top still. Oh yeah, yeah. See your torch. Yeah. Yeah, it'll certainly be interesting to see people's different tavern designs that they build, and then, like they said in the stream, wasn't it, the one they had?
Possibilities.
Yeah, like the one that they did in the stream, like I said, was just one they threw together just at the time, just to show it off for the stream. But it pretty much means you can design your tavern however you want it to be. Excuse me, however you want it to be, which is pretty cool.
Hope they get that Stygian base in SIPTA too. Can't wait for the Yamate version.
Oh yeah, the Yamatai skin that said it would have. Yeah, that would be very cool, wouldn't it? Proper Yamatai tavern. Yeah. No, apparently the big Stygian camp is exclusive to Exile Lands because it's on the, I'm probably going to butcher the name, ruins of Almara, is it? Or Almaraha, everybody pronounces it differently.
Anything special about LVL5?
Is it one of the big camps where you get one of the claws as your boss ag?
It was the big camp right in the savannah that was like empty for ages. Used to be.
Used it for the sorcery.
Yeah, used it for that, and then there's now a big massive castle going to be built on there apparently. Big Stygian army inside waiting for you. So yeah, unfortunately it's only exclusive to the Exile Lands, that one, because it's a POI within the map. So unfortunately SIPTA won't have it. You'll still get the tavern and other bits and pieces like that, just not the POI, unfortunately. So we will, of course, when that drops on December the 14th, if it all does, all going to plan, we'll be back on our regular Exile Lands map, checking everything out, seeing what's new and how it works, and doing lots of testing and experimenting, I should imagine. So So lots to come.
Ran a little bit too far. Getting carried away.
Can't wait. I like the direction they are heading.
So long as it all gets released in the way that they're saying it will and things work how they're saying it is, but if they're talking about going more sort of down the role play, you know, live people sort of route, meaning that your followers or friends, if you want to call them that you've recruited are actual people in the world and actually alive and living and not just an inventory item, that'll be certainly give it a different feel. And the fact that you'll get, if this person's in your bar, that you'll get these different NPCs all coming to visit your base as well.
If you wanna keep them occupied,
Yep.
say
Hope the engine can keep up.
That's if the engine can keep up, yeah, that is very true. Oh, come here, Robson, get out of it. Have it.
where's the other one? Oh, here he is. Oh, stop. Playful pup just doesn't want to be caught. Come on. There we go. Right, did you see where I went down the cliff a bit? I'll come back up towards camp. You still at camp, yeah?
Kinda just up from it, yeah, kinda just run over the hill a little bit.
Alright, come back away. Jimmy.
Everything render, there we go. It's been a bit slow.
I've got 2 playful pups for you now.
Oh, nice. Then of course they mentioned the battle pass briefly, didn't they? Some of the different items, more clan emblem stuff and decorative pieces again. And not too sure on that one yet. We'll have to see when
Black Knight armor.
when it actually releases, what it actually looks like, and if things are actually worth it or whether it's 50-50. But we won't pass judgment on it yet until we've actually seen it for real. Because, like they say, while it's in obviously test live, things are subject to change. So, yes, to answer your question, this is the Black Knight armor. Yes, it is indeed. Not to be confused with Silent Legion, although it looks very, very similar.
Yeah, but it's only a medium armor.
But it's, yeah, just the appearance. Yep. There we go.
We'll kill some ugly beasts.
Nice. I still need the tacit.
Right. Just before we go in as well, I'll just show you guys that's my attribute setup that I'm using. So we're full encumbrance, 3 in vitality, a little bit in authority just for if we have a follower with us, and then obviously a couple of points in grit and then some in strength just to enable us to do a bit of damage but also survive it hopefully, and obviously be able to carry everything so that we're not getting weighed down constantly. So water up over there.
The sigils here.
Then it's at this side there we go. Yep. On we go.
Hammer time. Maybe. It might be too slow an attack for these. Yeah, there's 2 of them here.
Just let me know, chat as well, if you need the torch on or whether you can manage without. I realise with YouTube it can be a bit dark sometimes, so do let me know. And I can quite happily have the torch on as well, it's not a problem. Where did you drop? Oh, come on, inventory. There we go. Unfortunately, there seems to be dark places and YouTube don't match very well for some reason.
ATM, it's light enough.
Ah, that's good, good. Don't want to make it too light and blind everybody, but at the same time I don't want it to be dark so you can't see what we're doing. There we go.
Cool. Let's see what they're dropping now.
Done.
Come on, you.
Oh, both coming to play. Ouch.
Yeah. I don't think he got me there, but he did.
There we go.
Oh, that was entertaining.
Yeah.
Another one in here. There's some. There's a loot chest in here as well.
How did you turn around and swipe me then without even turning your claws around? That was very clever. Yeah, yeah. There we go. I like how you growl like a wolf but then you fucking yelp like a dog when you die. That's very...
over here, Andy.
Oh, that side. Right. Cool.
Yeah, there's another chest here for you as well.
Cool. See what we've got. Why is it not? No. Doesn't want to open it for some reason, that's weird. Ah, there we go. Now it does. Take that, take those, take that. There we go.
Never seen him coming behind me. Oh, I'm lagging. He's running on the spot for me.
Oh, flipping heck. Dead.
Oh. One dead.
What's the
Where's the other one?
He's here. Yeah, don't like that, do you? He's smacked in the back by a hammer.
Don't think there's much likes the hammer, to be honest.
Yeah, that is very true.
Oh. Back scratcher.
Hanuman's Garter.
Oh.
Hanneman's Garter.
The name of the hammer.
Oh, the hammer? No, that is Crom's hammer, I believe.
This is the
Or is
Ranison.
is that the Ranison you're using there? Ah, that's the Ranison. There we go.
Yeah. I only picked it over Crom's hammer because Crom's hammer has no armor penetration, whereas this one with
that has some, right.
with the weapon fit on this got 55.
Oh, there you go. You gonna try and smack me or are you gonna stand there? Yep. No, it's my turn. Not me down and then he died at the same time. Oh, couldn't try that again if he tried. It's almost like I was showing him, this is what you have to do, dude, you have to fall down like this.
Going to be interesting to see how the consoles cope with the new castle raid.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Angel, when I was watching the stream. When they were showing the size of that castle, I thought, yeah, how's PS5 going to cope with that rendering and everything? That is very, very true. We'll have to see how it copes. Hopefully it'll manage. But, yeah, we never know. It will be very interesting to see how any platform copes with it, to be honest with you. Because anything that's new always has its challenges, doesn't it?
All individual pieces.
Yeah, definitely, it is very big, isn't it? So it makes you wonder when they say a Stygian army will be waiting for you. Just how many are going to be in there then? Cool, all the way the same with the battering ram. It should be that if you use it on a door, you'll then get attacked and you'll have to deal with the people that attack you, and then you'll get a short time to use, obviously, the battering ram again. Can't give it to followers at the minute, unfortunately. It's only going to be players that can use it. Which is understandable, because if you know what followers are like, sometimes they'll be trying to use a battering ram against a flipping enemy NPC instead of a door. I don't think that'll do anything.
Well, I watched Annabriella and she tried doing it on NPCs last night and it was only doing 17 damage.
There you go. Does 17 damage to them.
There you go, you'll learn your roll statues.
Fire on Fire was have frames issues on her video.
What the hell?
Right, Kaya was having issues as well. Yeah, it's... I suppose we've got to remember as well, haven't we? It is still all test live and it's only just come out, and they want people to report things and give feedback, don't they, as to what's causing issues, so that hopefully, fingers crossed, they can fix them. Because they've got a reasonable amount of time before now on the 14th of December. One thing I do also like is the new archer posting as well, where you've got that little quiver that you're going to be able to place, and then you can place an archer in there as well, and they'll actually, up behind it, they will actually stay on that post as well, rather than trying to run off fight and stuff like they do now, which has been needed for a long time, a very long time. And also your siege cauldrons, you'll be able to place an NPC in those. I noticed people are asking in the chat on the stream, is it just fighters or will it be archers as well that you can place on them? It does look like, from what Dennis was saying, that you will be able to use a fighter or archer in them, which is pretty good. So it doesn't have to specifically be.
Nice improvement.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I saw Kia's video.
Yeah.
Needed a bigger inventory space.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. But yeah, the flying camel definitely looks fun.
Flying camel?
Yeah. It's a bug with the camel mount, by the look of it, that Wax found. He did something with it and it just started flying in mid-air. It's obviously a glitch with it at the moment. So something else that I'll need fixing before release. But yeah, a lot of interesting stuff, and it's early days, as we say, to give actual impressions on things of what we think they're going to be like, whether they're going to be any good or not. So it'll be a case of waiting for those of us who are on console, if we don't play on PC, waiting a bit until we can obviously have a look at it and see what we think when it releases, or certainly go to our favourite people who are on PC that also do the test live, and we'll look at things for us and do videos on it for us. That'll certainly be very helpful. They all seem to like coming for you, don't they? Ouch. Yeah, I did do quite a bit that time.
He caught me as well.
Do you think they are going to change the damage factor on existing cannibal brutes after C3 launch?
I don't know. That's a very good question. They didn't really allude to a lot in the stream, if we're being honest.
Yes, definitely.
They kind of touched on a few different things, didn't they? But yeah, hopefully any improvements to anything that need to be made will hopefully be made. And any fixes, obviously, to anything that needs fixing will hopefully be fixed as well. Because I know Dennis was saying when he was talking about certain things, wanted that realises sometimes things take a little while, but his words were something like, I'd rather give you something that works, even if it means waiting a little bit longer, than giving you something that doesn't work, which, without wanting to sound too negative, could be a little bit laughable sometimes, because as we know, things get added and do work for a bit, or don't work and then start working.
The existing Tamos didn't keep the older stats.
We're supposed to go here. Oh, it's up here.
Yeah. I had to kind of smile a little bit when he said about I'd rather give you something that works than doesn't work, which sometimes we have had things that should work and don't work, unfortunately, at first. But I suppose with any game and game development, it's not easy, is it? And yes, as the people that play the game, we want things to work, we want it to be good and be good quality. But, and you know, we can be the first to complain, can't we? So, oh, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, and be frustrated with the developers and think, why can't they fix things and this, that and the other. But I've said it before, it's like we're saying, ultimately we've got to remember that we're not game developers. We probably haven't got the first clue of just what they have to deal with constantly to fix these issues. And I suppose with a lot of games, when somebody reports a bug, they've then got to be able to replicate that bug in their sort of test facility, or however they test things. They've got to replicate that same bug, haven't they, to try and discover.
IMO, the brute was a troll by the devs, lol.
Yeah, Brute was a troll by the devs, yeah. Get us all excited, make us think they're going to give us something good, but then I'm surprised they've done it for Chapter 3. If I'm being honest, I did think they were going to at least leave it till the next age, because they were like that in 1 and 2. I did honestly think they would have left it and then changed them in a new age to maybe, I don't know, change somebody else again. But obviously they've chosen not to do, and they're obviously doing it straight away in Chapter 3. So, but they did also touch upon the chance of a Chapter 4 as well, didn't they? Didn't actually really give too much on it, or be very specific as to whether there is going to be a Age of War Chapter 4 for definite, or whether that's the next age that we have, but remains to be seen. I know we're only just coming up to chapter 3 on this age now, but what are people's sort of ideas and predictions of what people think the next stage will be? So we've had Age of Sorcery, Age of War, what do we reckon the next one will be? Interesting to see what people think that the next stage will actually be.
Age of Adventure.
Age of Adventure, I like it.
So anybody that built his perch army with brutes will have fun. Wait for everyone to stack up on them, then murk the poo out of them while giggling into their hands. Genius.
Yep, it certainly is, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it was a surprise when they did it that, you know, it's the tier 4 of the second highest tribe in the game, and yet they had the most ridiculous damage modifier. Now, you know for a fact if they'd done that to Leon or to Delincia or to a Berserker, that would have got patched within a matter of days or weeks, because there'd be no way they'd intend to boost somebody like Leon or Janos or Delincia or even a Sumerian Berserker that high like that. It'd just be extremely OP. So they thought, yeah, do you know what, let's troll people a little bit, we'll make the Defari tier 4 really strong. But they were good fun.
Mastery.
Age of Beast Mastery, that's a different one.
That's your armour.
Yep.
For a newbie, started in Age of Sorcery. The game is quite challenging in starting out for fighters. It's okay, love the game.
The other one's more of a maze trying to get through it.
Yeah, that is very true. It was a bit different. Like a lot of people said with Age of Sorcery, when you had the
Julius Year Thrall farm all over, all about getting the hours low.
yeah, exactly. When you had the caravans and you could obviously kill so many sorcerers and hand the skulls in to then build up your obelisk coin like really easy, and potentially buy a Delincia if it gave you Delincia or Janos or one of the 2 archers that it gave you in there. You had the chance of getting them from a caravan, didn't you, instead of having to knock them out. And I think with Age of Sorcery it was a bit, people were 50-50 with it. A lot of people thought it made it really easy now. For people, I suppose, that have played the game a long time, starting up a new character, it did make it feel really, really easy. But then I suppose on the flip side, you think, well, to somebody brand new to the game, it's, in a way, it was a good thing, but also not a good thing, I think, because in a way it was good that you were giving them a bit more help and kind of helping new players out, making the game a little easier. But looking at it on the flip side, if I was new to this game then, and then I've been learning that, but then somebody then come along to me that had played the game a long time and told me how the game's actually supposed to work and what you're supposed to actually do and get and how things are supposed to work, it would have really confused the heck out of me. Because I'd be thinking, yeah, but this says I have to do this, or this is giving me this thing, if I go and do this particular thing I can get a person that way really easy. Whereas the whole point of going out and exploring your camps, like that camp we just ran through earlier, is to end up running through a camp and potentially seeing somebody that is
too easy. Kill a few noob river sorcerers and get a tier 4 thrall and legendary weapon.
Exactly, Angar. Yeah, exactly.
I've been playing before AOS and it is a different game now compared to back then.
Oh yeah, it's definitely different now. Definitely. I mean, I think with regards to the, I say as a balance, the loot side of it, the way they've kind of made it like with chests now, that the things you'll find in the boxes and chests will now depend on the type of faction that you're in. So if you're running through Defari camps, you're only going to find items related to Defari, whereas if you're running through New Azagoth, you're going to find Nordheimer. Likewise with Mounds of the Dead. It's really good in that sense, and especially with things like your Lotus Seeds now, when you want your Black Lotus and your Purple Lotus really sort of early on, if you don't really feel like or ready to go into the jungle and go to the Black Lotus Garden, you can literally pretty much farm a lot of the overland chests, and even obviously some of the dungeons if you go into those and end up getting Black Lotus, Purple Lotus. Even if it's not the flowers, you can get the seeds pretty easily.
Ivory and Goreos caravans were almost cheese.
But yeah, it probably made the game seem enticing to people in one way, but also made it, yeah, kind of take away from the actual whole aim of the whole point of making a character trying to survive.
Started when the game first launched, and then came back at Age of Sorcery.
Right.
So, never made LVL 40, but this week I got it.
Oh, nice. Well, that's good. But yeah, it's definitely a few little things probably still need sort of ironing out, as the saying goes, and maybe a bit more work on. But with the idea of where they're talking about where they're wanting to go with the game for the future, so to kind of keep it fresh and keep it going, and you know, keep it entertaining for people and keep people playing. If they can deliver on what they're saying, the direction is that they'd like to go with it, then obviously it's certainly got a decent future at the moment anyway. How they're now going with the whole age system rather than how it was before. Do think sometimes some of the bizarre items are a little overpriced though for what they are, but obviously again at the end of the day they've got to make money, haven't they, and they still need to pay their employees wages and upgrade their equipment that they need to produce the game that we all enjoy playing, or should I say love playing, some of us, you know, because it's the main game that we play. Things don't come for free, do they, unfortunately. And it's just that never-ending cycle, I suppose, isn't it? The frustrations, you know, the good things that you like as a player that you find great, and then the frustrations are the things that frustrate the heck out of you, you know, because you think, why, how, you know, how has that not been fixed? And it's like, I know at the moment there's a, give me a second. Just sort this guy out, then we'll, oh, no, use that heal, okay, there we go. Oh. You're very persistent, you aren't you, dude? I tell you.
Who is it you're fighting? Oh, the brute guy.
Brute guy came up the ramp, yeah. The shield a minute. Who's shooting me? I'm actually shooting me in the back somewhere.
There you go.
Oh, there you are. Right. Where was
he's
I?
dropped the curse slayer.
So yeah, a little, I suppose it's a bug, I suppose it's been in since day one, that if you're ever using the wooden signs and you place one down.
Are doing something right when you have 200 hours in the game and you still learn new things. I love the jumping uppercut with the hammer.
Oh yeah, the jumping uppercut with the hammer, yeah. Like the wooden sign, for example, if you place one of those down and then you go to, I don't know if it's just a PlayStation bug this or whether it's on PC as well, but then when you go to interact with the sign to type something in, it throws you out the inventory of the sign again, and you've got to click on it again and try and do it again, and sometimes it doesn't give you time to even finish what you're writing, and I know it's been there for a long time, but it just really, it grates on me a bit, that one, sometimes when you're trying to type something into a sign for a valid reason and then it just goes off. So as you back out again, you've got to try and redo it. It gets a little bit frustrating after a while. But that bug has been there for as long as I can remember. Don't know if anybody else has ever had that one.
You have heals with you?
Yep. Just gonna stop the ones up on the oh.
I've been getting kicked out of the vaults repeatedly. Very annoying.
Oh, does it do with the vaults for you? Oh, that's the maelstrom's wrapping up by the sound of it.
I've got to jump off now. I'll be on later. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
No worries, Mickey. Thanks for popping in. Nice to see you.
There you go.
Bye, Mickey.
1.5 heavy combos and that was him done.
Wow. See how quick that was, chat? Flipping heck. Turn around in the blink of an eye and boom, he's gone.
I think my stats just now, the way I'm running, it's 151 damage, I think.
Nice. Parts of that is obviously down to the armour as well, the headpiece and the chest piece, which helps.
Yeah. And a bit more health from the Sumerian.
Yeah, very cool.
There's a few chests here if you want.
That'll empty out.
There's another one here. More glass flasks and really gems. I think there's one on this side as well.
That the Wolfman armor.
Yep, that is the wolf armour, yep. It certainly is.
Best armour in the game if you ask me.
Surprising how it's only a head and chest piece though.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose if they put other bits with it, it'd have to be health or stamina or something, otherwise it'd just be even more OP than what it already is.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to come up against somebody on PvP.
Oof, can you imagine? They would hit you like a truck,
Yes,
wouldn't
it's
they?
all good.
Trying to think. The only guy that we haven't done is Bat.
Oh yeah.
If he's on the roof of that place. Oh.
Archie is on the wall behind. Yeah.
I think he can hit me. I hope not.
No, I think you're alright there. I think he's back a bit further along to your left.
He's dead.
So the brutes get nerfed, but what about other Darfari like Unsina or the archer guy?
Yeah, I presume it's all of them that are getting nerfed because obviously did see a little video for Whack, like I say, and he did mention like Thugra as well and people like that, so I presume it's all of them. I mean, don't quote me on that because I don't know that for definite. Obviously it may not be the case for all of them, but he did mention obviously the Brute as the main one and also Thugra. It may have mentioned Unsina as well, but I can't just actually remember if he did. But obviously that wasn't really mentioned, that they were going to be doing that. Maybe they didn't want to talk about it in the stream because it'd spark a whole argument, I suppose, wouldn't it? There'd be some people who would be annoyed about it, some people would be happy about it, and I suppose it would have taken up most of the questions in the stream really, and they only have a limited time, don't they? But yeah, it is a bit of a shame, but
Now that I got her all dressed nice and pretty.
well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you don't have to even take her out fighting anymore, do you? You could keep her in your base, you know, make yourself a Have you got a nice base like a throne room or something and you could have her in there, or if you got a nice banquet hall or something like that, depending on what your base is like, you know, you don't have to risk getting her killed if you don't want to risk it. Keep your favourites within your base kind of thing, and just use the others that you know can definitely handle the content that you're doing.
And unnamed city for the corruption.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that corruption. You can be very unlucky if you're not careful. But it's always good to, yeah, if you're doing wall party, take a dancer with you for somewhere like the unnamed city. Keep your corruption down. Especially doing tier 4. I mean, tier 3s will do it, but tier 4s definitely. Even though they have a tier 1 and a tier 2 dancer, I pretty much say the same as with the fighters and the archers.
Just even having a Delincia that clears corruption.
Delincia that clears corruption, yeah, if only. She's not an entertainer, unfortunately. She's only a dancer. She's not a dancer. She's a fighter, unfortunately. I know she's good, but I don't think she's that. She hasn't got that skill, unfortunately.
Yes, Mokus, she was doing great in Sinkhole.
Trying to the vault here.
But yeah, I've always sort of said to people that even somebody new to the game, yes, at first you're going to try and get your level 1 or your level 2 fighter, but as you start to learn more about the game, what have you, practically ignore tier 1, tier 2 fighters and archers, even the same with the crafters. Because to be honest with you, it's only really sort of your tier 3 crafters where you'll start getting a decent little bonus to anything. But then ultimately, obviously end game, you want your named crafters.
I had like 6 of her, damn.
Especially your shield right armourer, if you want your the best armour value.
Just get Delincia to carry a stack of cleansing brews face with tears of joy.
Yeah, you could do that. Get Delincia to carry your cleansing brew, yeah. Okay. I don't think we need a black ice one here. No. Remember, I've got quite a bit.
Sure.
Yeah, I've got quite a bit of base. I did get a bit earlier on again, so we've been a strength encumbrance build. I kind of pick it up.
I'm finding that you tend to get quite greedy when you've got the.
Don't you? Because you know you can carry it. Yeah, I'll just grab it because you know you can.
Usually just keep harvesting either until my pickaxes break or
it comes up saying got no more space. Like, what? Yeah. And then it's when you get back to base and stand there looking at your inventory like, oh, it's going to take me half an hour now. Trying to unpack everything.
Oh, it's over here, is it?
Yeah, it's on the left, yeah. Water.
Oh. Stand and wait just inside the door for it. There you go. This is the one that you get a lot of Eldaria.
Oh, yeah, I noticed he had like 2 or 3 on him then, I think, which is good.
4.
Hey. Those of you who play Exile Lands will probably recognise these guys from the Well of Skelos, of course.
All 3.
Gotta be though the funniest creatures or beings. Will you stop rolling down the stairs so I can loot you, dude? Thank you.
Oh, this is an annoying vault.
Still keep missing it. There we go, get it that way. But some of the funny ones on here. You've got the imps on Exile Lands, but the chochos, I believe they're called on here, They are so funny if you start listening to them. Just the things that they come out with and the noises that they make. It's so funny. Yes, they get a little bit irritating after a while if you've got one outside your base with the things that they keep saying and the noises that they make, but as a being in the game, as I would say, they are quite funny.
Got a chest on either side here as well.
Check if there's anything around here.
There's one here. Where did you go?
All clear there. Here. Yep.
I love the Cho-Cho. I have a bunch of them dancing low.
Spelker's got a bunch of dancing Cho-Chos. Loves them apparently.
I've got one worshipping outside my base on exiled lands.
Yeah, they are quite funny. Where did you come from? Lots and lots of Eldarium.
I like this hammer.
Feel like you've got the strength of a wolf.
From these guys.
Yep, you certainly do get a lot by the look of it, which is good because we're trying to get our delving bench going, but I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong with it or whether it's just glitched at the minute or what. I'm not too sure. I'll have to see. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Drink and we'll eat some food. Oh, one at the bottom of the stairs there. Oh.
Delving bench is expensive for Eldarian.
Yeah, it certainly is. Certainly is expensive.
Good. Oh, there's a chest here. 2 chests. Any goodies for you?
Be down the stairs, won't it? Back where we just...
Yeah, back where we came and then downstairs.
Yeah. So big, some of these places.
This is probably the best spot for farming Eldarium.
Yeah, probably is, but the sheer number we're getting so far.
Usually on average you come out of here with 100.
Right. Gosh. Chest there. that. So in regards to gameplay then, what's while we wait for this new chapter, what's everybody up to at the minute, or what are you preparing, getting ready for the new chapter?
There's a trophy here for you to collect as well.
Check this side. Nope.
And on the floor.
Yep.
Still doing purchase ATM.
Ah, right. And how are you finding them? What levels are you doing? Have you done all levels yet? And you're just switching between different ones, or? We have more dancers. Yeah. You can also get with the purge as well in the cages, probably in the higher level ones.
Going to do a level 5 for the first time tonight.
Oh, level 5 for the first time tonight. You'll be fine, honestly. I can guarantee that one. You will be perfectly fine. Level 5 is not too bad at all. You'll have fun, honestly. But yeah, level 5 it's not a problem. You'll be fine with it. Especially if you've got people geared up with the right weapons and the right gear and max level, you'll be absolutely fine.
It just takes forever to level up relic hunters.
Yeah, they do. They are pretty decent though, in decent armour, and I don't know what weapons you use for them, but like most of mine on my server will have they used to have star metal katanas originally, then obviously now a lot of them have got the graceful knight, as I can get it. That legendary, so it means they do a little bit more damage, and then they're all in Stygian soldier, which is a heavy armour. So they're not as high health as they used to be, relic hunters, but they're semi-okay, they are pretty usable still. Best way really if you're trying to level people would be use War Party. If you don't already take 2 out, you get 2 leveled up at once.
Huntress bow and perfected heavy armor.
You might be lucky.
Right. That's interesting.
Have to build a purge base on SIPTA. Cannot decide where.
Yeah, I don't know with a purge base on SIPTA yet. We've not even got there on this playthrough yet as to where or when we're going to look at that, but we will obviously at some point. We'll look at getting something set up and sorted out. Yeah, one of the other ones, just reminded me, played on here in the purge.
Blades are nice.
No, when plates on it. Obviously, one of the, excuse me, one of the tier 4 dancers that you can get from here, from the Isle of SIPTA, you can now get in Exile Lands as well. From the Purge. That's, what's she called? Amma the Seductress. Tier 4 dancer from Isle of SIPTA, you can get her out of the cages as well, and I have got her once, I think I got one. So if you get lucky, you can actually, I can't remember what level Purger was doing, I think it was about a 7 or an 8, possibly, mate.
And they even combo with them.
But she's a good one. You can also get Leah Neely as well.
Have you done any surges?
No, I haven't done a surge yet on here. We've only been literally more or less playing as I do on stream on a Friday, and I've been playing a little bit off camera obviously to get things set up and try and progress things a bit so that things don't take too long of a do for us to have a go at, so we can kind of get established. But we will eventually be looking at doing surges and what have you as well, and giving them a go and seeing how they all work. But I was very fortunate that I've spoken to the owner of this server, who has very kindly helped us out with a tier 4 bearer and a tier 4 fighter, who a certain person in chat will know who I'm on about, but will and I think you'll be quite pleased when you see who it is. I won't tell you who it is just yet, but you'll see her when we get back to base. So that was quite nice. I need to get her levelled up yet, and then of course we'll be able to bring her out a lot more often and take on a lot more of the content a lot easier even than what we do now. Even though we do fine now, we'll be able to bring them out as well once they're levelled up. Oh. Cheeky little hyenas, get rid of it. What are we on? 8:10 already? No way.
Yeah.
Some really thralls from the search.
Well, no, these two I've got aren't actually from the Surge. They are. One is a normal tier 4 Sherpa, as they're called in the admin spawn. Obviously a bearer, as we know them in game. Then obviously one of them is a tier 4 fighter. So we'll gradually make our way back over that way, and I can kind of show you all what I've been doing off camera over the past week or so. So I know last week we did Exile Lands, didn't we, to try and look at some new bits and pieces and to have a bit of a change, but we're back at our SIPTA playthrough now, and like I say, in between other bits and pieces I've been doing a little bit on the base. Unfortunately the fighter and the Brutus that we had, we unfortunately lost them in the process of levelling up. Unfortunately, they unfortunately just weren't strong enough and just unfortunately were killed, which is a shame, but no doubt we'll go and grab another Brutus at some point and get him levelled up when we have one of these other wonderful named people with us. So they'll be a bit stronger, so they'll be able to take more of the aggro for him and hopefully protect him a little bit more. But it's the oh yeah, thank you. Fortunes of war, I think they call it, and you know, implications of war, unfortunately. And he was pretty good as well. The one we had, he was pretty strong, but yeah, unfortunately, one of the little mini bosses got the better of him. Probably my own fault really, because he wasn't really levelled up yet. Even though he was doing the damage, he just got cornered, unfortunately.
If you want another one to level up, I've got one sat in the fridge.
Oh right, okay.
Ready to go.
Cool, okay.
If Encina gets nerfed, the next best ones would be Lionel and Senk Piloden, sir.
Oh, Leah Neely, yeah, Leah Neely's brilliant. I've got a couple of those on Exile Lands. And surprisingly, Leah Neely was another one again that, even though she's an entertainer, she leveled one that I had, she levelled up pretty good in strength. So she's actually using a mace, the one that I've got, and she's in the full my normal strength setup that I use for everybody, and yeah, she's using, I think she's got a momentum as well actually. So she's an entertainer, but she can hit pretty hard as well, which is pretty good. Thought she'd be more agility, because it seemed to be like that with a lot of the entertainers, but certain ones, like with the archers, like with Freya and Dina Master Huntress, I was surprised when I first looked at them a long time ago, how that they come with the, I think it's 15 points in strength. I was expecting them to have the points in agility being an archer, but nope, strength based people. Which obviously makes kind of sense now, because you've obviously got strength bows, so you can give them a strength bow now.
Have you done any searches? Some really thralls from the search. If Unsina gets nerfed, the next best ones would be Lionu and Send Piloden, sir.
Chat's being weird again and glitching out, reading all messages like it used to do. It does that sometimes. It's very strange. I don't know why it does it.
Back to killing dogs for the battle pass.
Speaking of battle pass, don't forget, chat, if you haven't finished your battle pass yet, you've got only a few weeks to do it. So you want to crack on, and I've still got a bit to do on mine yet, so I'm going to be doing that between videos and streams as well, getting mine caught up. I'm actually not as far on as what I'd like to have normally been, but just been that busy recently, I've not had time to do it.
I've only got 6 levels to go.
Cool. Alright.
Did you get this emote here? The dance?
I always get the challenges out of the way when new chapter starts.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you. Get your, that's what you want to do. Get your challenges and everything all done and out of the way. Do I already have that one? Is that why it's not picking it up? Oh, now it has. There we go. Bit of a delay, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the Sumerian dance, I think it's called on here.
Yes, I think it was that one. Oh, nighttime on here is almost as nice as Daisy.
Not quite.
Not quite, but a little bit.
It is pretty though. I do prefer SIPTAs a lot. a lot more aesthetically pleasing than what.
Oh yeah, graphically and everything. It's definitely a different feel, isn't it, when you're over here? Definitely.
Well, I'll run back up to your base.
Yeah, we want to be going where are we going here? Opposite where we want to have been going, wouldn't we?
Did you upgrade the outhouse?
Did I upgrade the outhouse? That'd be telling. We're kind of heading down to southeast and we're a bit northwest, don't we?
Yeah, you're up close to Arnold's Prospect, aren't you?
Yeah, top left of the map.
Right, I'm not sure if there's a base up here with a transporter that you can use. Pretty sure there's a couple up that end. I know there's one in Violet Isle, which isn't too far away from now.
Yeah, because I think there's a transporter at the Welcome Centre, I can't remember. I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I still think it would be nice if they implemented the map rooms on here as well.
Yeah, because you could do a smaller version of it, I suppose, couldn't you? If they think for the size it's too big, you just do a slightly smaller obelisk and a slightly smaller map room. Just downscale it a bit. I suppose they wanted to give it a different feel though, didn't they? For the way of getting around. Possibly.
Base. Start a cabin by the beach.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
There's a camp here.
Even the bird wants in on the action. You slow down and begging you.
Who's there?
Who's there, friend or foe?
Enemies. Enemies all around.
Enemies at the gate, yeah. Oh, there Come on. There we go. No. Nothing that we want. Come on then, dog. Still just in that camp a second.
I think that's the one that we ran through on the way down that had the named. Sure it was.
Which way did you go from that gate then?
Up, back through the wall where you were, through the arch.
You are in there, yeah. Oh yeah. Ah, you've gone round that way, just up the top of it, that's why they'd seen me. Yeah. Surprising that it's a named person when you're not even ready for them. Typical.
Always the same.
Yep.
I don't think I'll see many named where I'm building now. There's a camp with first men in it. That's about it. This mess.
Yeah. Just dumped on a hill.
Oh, that's the one I was meaning, that he'd left all his chests open, wide open.
Oh, right, yeah.
You don't need to kill crocodiles, do you?
No, not think so.
There's any real fast way back up here. We are quite close to another wall.
Almost half past crack. Tell you, it doesn't seem 5 minutes since we're starting at 7 o'clock. It's already an hour and a half into it. 2 hours just goes nowhere.
Yeah, it's flown past.
Crazy.
It's no wonder you see some people streaming for 8-9 hours now.
Yeah, yeah, you can understand why, because just 2 hours are just, yeah.
Yeah.
I think something like DayZ's like that, it needs a little bit more, I think, than 2 hours probably.
Well, it does. I mean, when they're playing on the big maps like Kazakhstan or
Oh yeah, yeah.
Belarus, sometimes you've got to run half the length of the map before you get.
And that could take up. That could take up your first hour, couldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, easily. was going to build my base here.
Hmm.
Or it would have been quite nice up here on the plateau.
While we're talking about DayZ, we will of course be back on there again on Tuesday for our usual Tuesday stream. So if you are interested in DayZ, do check us out. It's 7 o'clock, I would think, usual time. All the fun and games of what can happen on there, you just never know again. Just anything can happen.
Are we hopping on the new server this time? Or?
Yeah, we could possibly even try out this new one, yeah. See how that seems to be going. Seems to be going pretty well from when we've been trying it out, so doesn't seem quite as laggy, so...
Well, Tuesday's stream we got attacked by wolves just after we finished the stream.
Yeah, we did. We literally wrapped everything up and we were just kind of sorting a few bits out and saying, "I'll be careful around here because it can be wolf territory." And supposedly, again, the devs had said they'd fixed it, that with wolves you would hear them before you see them. Somehow I don't think that's been fixed. Because the wolves were on us before we even heard them. So it got a bit hairy for a couple of minutes, but we dealt with them. Got plenty of food now for a nice big feast. Plenty of wolf steaks. So that'll probably be one of the first jobs when we get back onto that server. We're getting all that cooked up so we can have plenty of food to take out with us.
Run and land from here. Straight past the tower. Oh. Making me afraid there, big guy. I don't know how I didn't see him with the size of him though.
Yeah, they do sneak up on you a bit sometimes, even though they're big and beefy like they are, they still sneak up on you.
Oof. One hit with the hammer.
Oh. Double trouble. Come on then. Let's go. Missed. Bull about to charge up and he completely missed.
Dead.
Nice.
Do you want to check the slow shrine again?
Yeah,
yeah,
because it shows up on the map that I did it. I'm sure it popped up as I was doing it, but it just seems weird how anything I'm putting in, and I take it doesn't matter even if it's something that's damaged, it's just not delving it, and I don't get why.
It has to be fully repaired.
Ah, yeah, but the Black Knight boots are fully repaired, as far as I can tell.
Black Knight, is that the set that I'm using?
No, that's what I'm using now. It was another pair that I got.
Yeah,
Unless...
if you've got them from a chest, you might not be able to delve them.
Ah, yeah, it could be. Oh, is that unlocked? Right. Let's go up here. Around here. Oh, and there.
Oh, that's not too bad. Use your greater and your lesser, and then it's only 5 hardened steel bars to start up the surge.
So is there a thing in here to learn it again, did you say?
Yes, you.
Ah, yeah.
There's a light on now.
It's all around the corner, I was looking the wrong way. Right.
Can't delve that it's the result of Silent Legion delve, I think.
Ah, yeah, probably is that. Yeah. I know certain armour sets apparently give you different armour pieces, don't they?
Where's that? Oh, there's a scroll here on the floor as well.
Oh, I just jumped out the side. Just having a look at the little... Oh yeah, I remember this, and then you can put things into these. And this is where your surges spawn on the sides, isn't it? On these little platforms.
Yes.
Yep. Right, where are we? We're going to be going that way.
Yeah, the search harvesters are really expensive though.
Hmm.
Costs a lot of Aldarium.
Right. So before we... Where are we? There. Let's have a... Alright. Just thinking if I can literally run it back in time before we run out of time. Or I might have to do the old bracelet trick.
If needs be, you can do the bracelet trick.
Yeah. Just so that we can at least show the... Oh, come on then, putty cat. You're gonna growl at me. Come on then. Go on. Missed. One hit. Right. Oh, another one. Come on then. No, you're not gonna bother. Right, okay. Right. Oh, you sneaky beggar. He waited till I put my axe and shield away and I was in my menu, and then he came over and jumped on me. How sneaky was that? Right, let's just...
Oh, meteor shower.
do that. Seeing as on the server, luckily they do have it set so that you don't lose everything, where normally I wouldn't do that because we'd end up losing all of that gear otherwise on a regular server, so it's a little bit different this one. Oh, let everything load in. Ooh. Let me glue one of them. Right, so if I pop out here a minute, and it looks a little different as well. If you remember this building, this was actually all obviously sandstone last time you were here, and I did extend it slightly further this way and that way, but we've obviously... I've literally just upgraded this today actually. So this has been done today, but it's the existing original building that we had. Still got our stable and our animal pen that's just got a little pop in it that I just found down on the beach before. Probably one of those low health ones that we had previously. Now I've got our horse. We haven't got a name yet, so we need to come up with a name for our horse. And then you've obviously my little room that I had previously that I'm not using at the moment.
Let the viewers name your horse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So if anybody's got any ideas, chat, then we need a name. Name for our trusty steed. So this original build obviously has been upgraded and obviously made a bit shorter because it was a bit longer. And we just get our gibbet for our friend taming, if you want to call it that. Just got the dyer's bench in here. Couple of fireball cauldrons, dismantling bench. I need to do the journey yet to get the better one of those. And then a couple of the big furnaces. So that's now kind of our extra space, but the main bit that I've been building is this piece here. Took me a good few hours kind of trying to decide on a design and then building it all in. I did it all in sandstone first and upgraded it, which took a little bit of time, but got there eventually. And then, yep, before we go in, there she is. She's doing alright so far. Only low level, but she's doing fine. Good old Dylan's here.
Nice.
So then, yep, so come inside. This is how we kind of got it laid out at the minute. Obviously still got space for other bits. It's got my campfire and my stove there. Still got a bit of space around here for other benches eventually if I need anything. So it's not totally complete, but at least now it actually looks a bit more organised than the original little base that we had. Carpenters at the side there. And then we've got this young lady as our bearer. And we've got our food. This is the delving bench, so I'm going to figure out what's going on with this and do some stuff on there yet.
Very nice.
Work table. These bits I may move yet. I've just literally plonked them here for the minute till I can decide how I'm doing the layout. I may even extend upwards yet and move the bed part upstairs and then rearrange these, but not too sure yet. And then we've just got our tanneries in here. Going to upgrade this to the better one as well. Excuse me. Well, we've just got the tinkerer, the casting, and then our garrison blacksmith, improved blacksmith, and then the usual improved armourer's bench.
Full of human parts. Very serial killery.
And then of course the garrison armourer's bench, which I always recommend to people, especially because you get the cost reduction with it, so it makes everything that you make a lot cheaper. And again, if we need to get an armoury, ideally a shield right, but we're going to have to look out for that one. Named people can be a bit tricky to come by on here, so we'll have to see how we go. But yeah, pretty much spent a lot of time finishing this off today and quite a bit of time yesterday. Obviously building this and then doing trying to work out a design for it in my head. And then getting it put together. Didn't want to put the two big furnaces in here. I was going to do originally, but then thought that just with the size of them and the space I've got at the moment, they just take up a bit too much room. I may move them in here eventually, but kind of with the layout and the design that I've gone for, I wanted to keep them separate really. So at least we've got somewhere to work from for the future. I don't think there's anything else. Just lots of storage, and obviously now I've got an inventory full of all sorts that I won't go through now. Obviously this will be here all night, but I will obviously organise those. And then just for anybody that wants to know where we are, we're just up here on the very sort of top left corner of the map. Now I've come out here. I've also done a little staircase here that leads down the front because I was getting fed up of climbing the cliff constantly. So we've got a little staircase that leads us down to the front. And then I've just stuck some fish traps in the water down here. Shouldn't be anything in them because I've just... Oh, I said there shouldn't be anything in them and then there is. Just an old fish in each one. There we go, we'll take those back with us. So that's our view from the side. And kind of looking out over the water. So it's a nice little view for us, I think.
Good night everyone, I'm off. H calls.
No worries, Smoko. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us once again. Thanks for chatting.
Night smokers.
Hope you get a good rest, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, while we're here, let's just grab her a minute. And just take...
Night M8.
Quick run over here to this little camp. Here she comes. And she's also wearing the Barachan Reaver at the moment, which gives a lot of health. They'll probably change it up for the regular build setup that I usually use for them eventually, but we'll keep her in this at the minute, see how she goes. These guys are nice and easy, to be fair. I mean, it is only... See what I mean? You are down on the front here, so these are kind of like what the exiles and exile lands would be like, and the Defari is just really easy to deal with. So you can pretty much deal with anything, which is good. Look at that guy. I'll grab the sorcerer. All sorts of goodies on that. We do mind. That's there. Grab that a second. Do you mind? Hitting hell like that with a little two-handed stone sword. Lots of bits and pieces around here. So hopefully by next stream she'll be leveled up a lot more than what she already is, or potentially even max level by then, so we'll take her with us a lot more and start taking a lot more of the content again with her leveled up. Who's shooting at me? Oh, that guy around there. So yeah, she's using the Barachan Reaver, and she's currently using a Great Sword of the Grey Ones, which she seems to be doing pretty good with. So we'll keep her with that one, I think, for a little bit, see how she goes. I was going to build somewhere else originally. I had a little bit of a look around at times and then just decided that I'll just build something where we are, upgrade it. Seems to be a good little spot that's out of the way from a lot of stuff, but also still pretty close to resources and a couple of other vaults and things that we can do. There's one just here, not too far away. I think there's a couple of crocodiles here. Let's see how she does with these. Should be easy peasy.
You guys always have only one main base.
Yeah, typically I tend to do. Yeah, especially on other servers that I'm playing on that obviously I don't have any admin or anything on. Usually just tend to have one. It seems to do enough for what I need it for. Skin these guys as soon as we're here. But yeah, I think she's going to be absolutely fine. Ideally,
of course, on servers you can't have that many bases scattered around.
Yeah, this is another community server again, obviously, that somebody owns, so it's an unofficial, but yeah, people have it where they, they don't like people having too many bases at times, but unfortunately it does happen where you do get occasions where people just don't follow rules or anything, and it does happen. Even on my server it happens, unfortunately.
They don't.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, they don't last long though if they do that.
Oh no, that's the good thing with community servers, yeah. The people that don't follow do get dealt with pretty quickly. Whereas obviously official is a bit more, not as regulated I suppose, it could do with being, but yeah. Let me just find a space as we take that off, there we go. Well, we did get a fair bit done there. Got a few vaults done, which was good. We've got some bits and pieces, and probably some bits I'll just get rid of again because I was just grabbing stuff out of the chest, but it's something that we'll sort through. See what good things we got, see how much Eldarium we got. And like I say, off camera I'll spend some time. We'll be leveling Lindsay up a bit, and also Bearer. I'll take the horse with me just to get them levelled up as well. But I think base design, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks at the minute with what I've gone with. I'm not the best of builders, I've said that before and I'll say it again. Yeah, there are some people out there with a lot better imaginations for builds than me, but it'll do us for what we want it for.
Have you put your thaumaturgy bench up?
No, did we? I needed to check it. Did we go and learn it on here or not? I can't remember.
Yes,
we did. I thought so.
Yes.
No, I need to make one then. I was forever running around thinking, did we do sorcery or not? But yeah, so I'll have to do that.
I'm at the back close side of your base.
Ah, right. Just up on top where the staircase at the side is on the main bit.
There's your named sorcerer. And Cormac the Accursed.
Very cool. Thank you.
There you go.
There we go.
I think Cormac's a bit better than what the Berserker is on here. So.
We shall have to see.
Okay.
But yes, so that'll be another thing I'll do. I'll get a thaumaturgy bench made up. I do have a few spell pages as well actually, so I'll try and get the sorcery upgraded a little bit. Because we will need the, what's it called, Elixir of Rebirth eventually, potentially. You never know, Delancey might get 3 good perks, but that would just be extremely lucky. So we'll have to see on that one. But we'll need to, I think is it level 8 or level 10 sorcery? It's around about there somewhere, I can't remember the exact level now. But we'll get upgraded to that hopefully, and keep fingers crossed as well that they do get decent levels. Let me just see where did I put them. So much stuff in the inventory now, can't find anything. There we go. Right, before we do anything else, let's get this guy put into here. So you okay, go there, and then if I can find them again now. Must have passed them. There we are. Oh, that's all we just put
Curry time. THX for the stream. Have a good weekend all.
No worries, Angar. Yeah. Thanks for popping in once again. Nice to see you. Enjoy the curry. Yeah, you have a good weekend as well. And we'll catch you next time.
Bye, Angar.
I know why. Anyway, I'll sort that in a moment. So yeah, we've got a fair bit done, which was good. We've made some progress. We've got some different armour that we're using. We've got our proper base now built up, so at least we've got a decent place to work from. Plenty of space where we are. I think it's a good little spot. Now we can obviously look at, I can have a wander around off camera and try and get more places unlocked and discovered, and see what else we can get up to, see if we can find any named people. We'll probably do a few clear outs of a few camps off camera, see if we can get any named people, and you never know, might just be able to introduce them to you next week possibly. So I think we're only about 3 or 4 minutes off time now, so I think we'll call it a stream there. I think, like I say, we've got quite a bit done. Quite an eventful stream, quite interesting, and you've also had the update on the build. So I hope you all enjoyed. As always, if you did, leave a like, leave a comment, leave questions down below, and if I can answer them, I'll do my best to do so, or pass you on to somebody who can. And for the time being, until I see you either on DayZ or in a future video, or next week, we shall say goodbye. So that, if I can find the right one, is bye-bye for now.
Have a good night, sire all.